All right, jumping back onto this GS750 build. So between moving shops, getting all of this stuff set up, and then working on this SV650 here, I've been pretty busy the last little bit, so I haven't had a chance to make much progress on this. But jumping back into this, I want to really get some good progress up on this bike. So if you haven't been following so far, I'm doing the Ducati single-sided swing arm. This is from a Hyper Motard on there. I got the GSXR Forks placed on there just temporarily. My next step is to basically be able to get this whole thing lined up, make sure everything's nice and straight before I can weld these in properly. But before I do that, I'm going to take these forks off actually, and I'm going to press in my Cognito Moto conversion stem into there, get that in so I can get these on properly, and I know that they're nice and straight and basically on how they should go. Then I'm going to worry about my alignment and then mount the swing arm officially, like properly weld all this stuff onto the frame. So yeah, that's what I'm jumping into next. So I got this stem out of the forks. Got this Cognito one, it's like a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna press this one in now. Alright, so I was able to use a friend's press and take out this old stem from the lower triple clamp and put in the new Cognito Moto one. I'm kind of surprised actually, it's longer than the original one, which sticks out quite a bit up the top, but I guess you're supposed to space it out down here, something like that. I'll have to figure it out when I get all the bearings in. So I've got a bearing kit as well for it. So what I have to do next is pull out these original outer races from the bearings, the upper and the lower one. So I'm gonna try and get those out, put in the new bearings, spacers, everything like that, and get this bolted up properly. Okay, so I just realized that these bearings are gonna be a pain to get out because this stem is actually recessed to where the bearing goes, so there's no real lip for me to put something up, say the bottom, and just hit it out. So gotta try get these things out. Maybe if I heat this up or weld something to it or something like that, but we gotta get these bearing races out. There is a tool that you can get, but I don't really feel like spending the money, so let's see what we can do. So I was able to get the old outer races out and put the new ones in. It actually wasn't that bad, just with some heat and getting kind of like a pry bar or something like that underneath there, I was able to pop those out. So we got that part done. Now I've got the stem here. This is the all balls kit that it comes with the whole bearing and everything like that. This is the inner race, the outer race is what I already put in the bike there. So I've got to grease this thing up, pack it full of grease, and then what I did as well is it comes with these spacers. So I already put 2 spacers on here. So what I need to do next is just pack this full of grease. I need to press that onto the stem, so I'm just going to use like a tube and a hammer and push that on, and then put the top one on and mount this onto the bike. All right, so forks are on. That wasn't too bad. Cognito makes that pretty easy. So I did do the 2 washers down here, and then you have this seal here for the grease. Yeah, swivel's really good. I will have to make some sort of bump stop because obviously the lower triple hits the frame right here. So I'm gonna make some sort of bump stop later on. And then I never torqued these down because I will be taking this thing off when I powder coat the whole frame and finalize the bike, but they're on there good enough for now. So yeah. Forks are done. After this, the next thing I have to do on this bike is to weld in all of this. So because I've got this whole thing on the jig, and now that I know where the forks are, I can kind of just make sure all my measurements are good before I weld this in. I want to make sure everything's straight and level. But yeah, probably my next video will be welding this whole thing in and then working on my upper shock mount, get that monoshock conversion done, and then wheels should be in soon, and hopefully we'll have this thing as a roller.